Well, here we are at, what's this called?
Fairbank.
Fairbank?
Mm-hmm. Route 82 in, well, I guess it's Fairbank, Arizona. I think it's still considered a town. I don't know how, I mean, it's not any,
There's the San Pedro Trail. Which one are we going to take? This one?
Well, we're going to go into the town, what's left of this part of the town.
Okay.
Over here, which is right over here. There are some buildings of the town of Fairbank. Fairbank was the central area, the central train area for Tombstone, Sonoyta, Patagonia, down into Nogales, and then down into Charleston. I think they went to Charleston first and then over. They have a Miller High Life sign.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to zoom on this thing. I don't think you can zoom in on things.
Yeah, you can. You have to hit the button like before you start, and then it gives you a slider here somehow. Or I don't know if you can do that. I don't know. You'd have to read up on that.
I was going to zoom in on the sign, the Miller sign, but there's no way to do that.
Well, there's a. Well, let's go over here. Here, so get this. Yeah, see? Once a bustling railroad town, roadside stop with only a few residents, now a ghost town preserved and researched. So, Fairbank, see? So just take a picture of this. You can see it. No, you can just stay on it. Walk the river, half mile, take a short hike to the cemetery, about a half mile, or the Grand Central Mill. So see, so like I told you, so you're here, see, this is contention. So anybody that's watched the movie Tombstone, you'll see that when they wanted to try the Earps, what is his name? I can't remember. Ike Clant, not Clant, I don't remember, but he wanted to have the trial moved to contention.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Yep.
What's in here? Fairbank information. Oh, a little.
So there you go. Let's go look at the building.
Okay. Warning, do not enter.
Yeah.
Can you imagine living here?
What's this? Look at the shitter.
Oh, look it. How'd you like to go to the bathroom on one of those?
But I don't know, that's a newer water tank and whatever they have over there, so I don't know.
I want to walk through here. This. Oh, it's like a stable over here. Or something. I mean, it seems like a stable.
Yeah, or something.
This was maybe a water hole.
Oh, who knows? This shit's probably been dumped here forever.
And here's that sign we saw.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
There's a big old water tank.
Yep.
And a well house or something.
A pack dog. Did you make your dog a pack dog?
I am. I'm trying to get used to it.
Did you ever see the goats that people have? They go hiking and they bring their goat with them, and they're trained specifically. Like a guy worked with his brother, bought 2 for hunting, and they put the packs on them and they take them out with them. It's pretty neat. Yeah, it looks like
storage. Maybe this was a shop.
Yeah, well, it looks like. I don't know if any of this stuff is like original or.
Oh, look at that old safe.
Yep.
See that safe?
Uh huh. Diebold.
I don't know if I got it in there, but.
Yeah, pretty neat. But you wonder, like, because they have like obviously they have electric in here, you know, or they did, because that was a Craftsman, whatever, a table saw or whatever it was.
The place to tie your horses. This would be a fun place to bring the horses.
Yeah, you can do that, Nate. So,
but you got to pick up your poop.
well, in the parking lot.
Be fun. I wish we had a 2-horse trailer.
Well, we have a 4-horse trailer.
Yeah, I know. But to bring the 2 of them out here, I think would be really difficult to...
Who's going to ride the other one?
Well, I mean, Jericho.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe you can buy a 2-horse trailer.
Why? We're leaving.
Yeah. Okay, so look. So we'll come back and we'll do this one.
Okay.
But it takes you to the cemetery.
4 miles.
And the Grand Central Mill. Connects to the river loop near Willow Wash, which goes along the river and railroad grade, returning to Fairbank. Please take plenty of water and watch out for venomous creatures.
Okay, cool.
So I wouldn't mind and you can get to Contention from that imbalanced road up there too. So if you go up over the bridge, over where the river and the railroad is, we'll walk over to the railroad. You can get to the town of Contention up Imbalanced Road. There's actually a pull-off there where you can hike from. So.
Cool, so we could do it reverse.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna get the people because I don't want to get people in here that don't know getting videoed. Museum information gift shop closed.
Yeah, it's closed.
The Fairbank Schoolhouse. Get the sign.
Well, they probably closed a bunch of this because of COVID or whatever and never reopened it, you know?
Yep.
So, and so over here, so on the other side of the road, there's a steam pump. You can see the top where the water was. There's a steam pump house over there. But down along the river, when you go down to the railroad, there's still an old platform there. And I saw it when, you know, we drive over it. If I happen to be in the passenger seat, you can look down and see it. So we'll walk over there too.
Okay.
Looks like they have a big grilling area.
I know. I'm like, could go for some ribs.
Maybe later.
I like to do one of those rides. Yeah. I like to do one of those rides where, you know, you go overnight.
Uh-huh. This hasn't been used in forever.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
You got the firewood here still?
Yep. I wonder what this used to be.
Well, it'll probably say up there.
I guess we'll find out.
A lot of hiking trails. I want to go to Contention.
Post office.
So, and if you go on the other side, there's the corrals and stuff. Are on the other side.
Other side of the road?
Yeah. And you can actually, there's a walking path down that way.
Oh.
That takes you into
Fairbanks was founded during the 1880 silver mining boom, once called Kendall. It began as a stagecoach stop on the way to Tombstone, which was then one of the biggest towns in the West. The wild characters that made Tombstone famous also walked the dusty streets of Fairbank.
Yeah, see, it was like the transportation hub.
Wow.
Yep. And you can still see, so when you drive, I love watching it. I don't know what it is, but there's something about the old paths of the trains, you know, where they've done all that. You can still see them, I mean, in the countryside, like we saw when we were in Patagonia and all that. You know, you can still see the raised
Look at it. It says that in 1888 there were 4 stores, 5 salons, 3 restaurants, and lots sold for $50 to $150.
Which was probably quite a bit of money.
I'm sure. Wow. Okay.
That almost looks like where there would be gas pumps.
I know. Probably a place to tie up your horsies, maybe had water for the horsies.
Could have been gas pumps too at some point, who knows?
Could have been. County school superintendent.
Is this your mail slot? Ooh, it's cool in there. Feel that.
Oh, wow. It is cool in there. It feels like AC's on.
It looks like they shored up the side of the building. Look at the...
Oh, yeah. It does feel like there's AC on in there.
Yeah, there's no AC in there.
Yeah.
Just cool. It's probably the building. It's all that. This is stucco.
Cement? Oh, yeah.
It looks like somebody tried to get in there.
Video.
Yeah, they've got that whole thing. So they rebarred in there and then used come-alongs to hold the roofs on.
Huh.
Crazy. Yeah, that's probably structurally unsound in a very big way.
Yep.
Let's walk over here. I want to go see the so these people that stay here, they get to stay here for free, but they have to perform work on the place so many hours a week or whatever.
Oh, well, that's a good deal. It'd be a nice place to...
Yeah, I forget what they call them. Like Bodie, when he retires, says he wants to do that.
Well, there's a lot of people that do that. It's like that thing that you told me about, where people go to different countries and things, and they work for farmers and things like that. It's the same kind of concept, right? Where you go and you work for a couple of months and you get to live there for free. They pay, you know, they provide the lodging and the food, like a meal or 2 a day, and then the rest is up to you. What does it say?
While the silver mines were near Tombstone, the mills that processed the silver ore were along the San Pedro River. Why go to all that trouble to haul heavy wagon loads this way? Well, water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the river used to run year round. It wasn't until, you know, the population took over that there was that. So let's go see what's on the other side over there.
The townspeople knew the value of good water supply. The San Pedro River provided water for household use, gardens, farming, and recreation, and now it's dead. Pretty much. Huh. Wow. Okay, let's go.
So until the 70s, you could stop in a store here and get sodas.
Wow.
So that was actually pretty active because 82 went through.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are those, fly bags or something?
Maybe. I don't know. Sit there and...
You know, watch hummingbirds or whatever.
There's a San Pedro Trail River Loop. Half a mile. Fairbank, the ghost of a town. In, go ahead, read it.
So in 1905, how do you say that?
The Boquillas?
Land and Cattle Company evicted most of the town's residents. Rather than leave them to their evictors, townspeople knocked their own houses down with sledgehammers.
Wow. The schoolhouse was built around 1920 and used until the 40s. Children attended 1st through 7th grade, then attended 8th grade in the nearby Tombstone. It's built of gypsum block that was made in Douglas, Arizona, and the house next to it was where the school teacher lived. Oh.
Hmm. So this is where, so the Fairbank commercial building, I think isn't that what says post office on it now, is this one. And the small houses, schoolhouse is over there, house and stable.
Yeah, I don't know how good this is because of the sun, but hopefully
Yeah, during its lifetime, the Fairbank Commercial Building held the general store, a saloon, even the town jail. The post office operated from 1883 until the early 1970s. To preserve it, BLM has re-roofed and placed entire walls. The house next door may have been a miner's cabin that was moved into Fairbank and probably reused as a store. Montezuma Hotel and Saloon were built in 1889 and once stood next to the commercial building.
Wow. Here, move so I don't get your shadow on here, so I can get that picture maybe of the town. I don't know if I got it, but we'll see.
So this cement, there's a cement slab, but that's somewhere over there. But I want to go see the train depot down there.
Okay, let's go. Which direction?
Yeah, it's not very far.
Can you walk on it?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not.
Well, there's no sign saying not to.
Yeah, I don't know that I would. Yeah, go up that way.
Okay.
Well, you can go that way if you want. I got a phone.
Well, here's where it's going to get tricky.
So this is where the railroad, from here, it goes up to Apache Powder.
Oh, okay.
Up into Benson, and then from here it goes down to Charleston, and then Charleston it breaks off and goes to Tombstone and out to Patagonia and Nogales and all that.
Wow.
Yep, I love these old railroad beds.
I know, it's pretty cool.
What are you doing?
We're gonna take our picture here.
Oh. Okay.
But you have to hit the button.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, neat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always wanted to hike up these railroad beds, but they're still owned by the San Pedro Railroad.
So you can't hike them?
Most of them are marked no trespassing. So like if you go down to Charleston, you know, they have that opening down there, and you could go through to the town of Charleston and all that. It has no trespassing signs on it. They still own these right-of-ways.
Oh.
And so the railroad still exists. It has that spur that goes from Apache Powder to Benson, and then they have some spur out there in Wilcox.
Oh.
So let's walk over there and see where the river and stuff is. But I love these, and it's so neat because you can be driving through anywhere. Like you go up at 90 and there's like a housing development, and you can see the old railroad bed goes through it. Like Lee's property, he has the railroad going through it.
Get a picture of my phone, but I was too slow. You can zoom in on the phone. I just don't know how to zoom in on the GoPro.
Be careful because I don't know if I don't know if this is all concrete under us or what. So I don't want to go. I want to get.
I'm sure I weigh less than a deer.
I want to get back on that path that's down there.
Okay, we'll go down over here.
Well, I think so.
Oh, yeah, there's trails over there.
Yeah, well,
Over there.
this runs down to the river because the river's over there.
Ah.
And a lot of people in the river now because, you know, it's running.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
So you wanted to go down here then?
Yeah, you can go right here, I guess. I'm going to take that sweatshirt off.
Which way?
Well, let's go back to the sign. I want to go to the cemetery.
Okay. Recording.
Show this bridge. So, this is what I figured was an original type bridge, or close to original. I don't even know how they were able to move that much concrete and stuff, even for a bridge like this. But this looks like potentially like a period bridge, maybe, or maybe even a little after period. I don't know. But the next bridge is huge, and it had to be built later because I don't know that there's any way possible to have a bridge like this one we're going to see even constructed or erected in the 1800s.
Do you think there's a date on the bridge somewhere?
Well, there might be, but you know where that is, I don't know. But if you look at it, I mean, it's possible to pour concrete. I mean, even if you had mule teams pulling it, you could
It's wood.
well, this is not wood. These are like the wood forms that they used to pour the concrete into.
Oh.
That's what they did. So I don't know where this goes down to the river. We're not really trying to go down there, but so you could, I don't know, I'd have to look it up, but you could actually pour concrete back in the day. They made concrete, they could do that. So you could come in and pour it, you know, at different levels. You can see they didn't use one big form, they had
Several
other forms.
different.
So, but, and same thing here. So it makes sense. But that other bridge down there, that big bridge, there's no way that they could have done that.
Yeah, even here, like it's layered. It's the same thing. So it's like they did one layer, then they did another layer, then they did another layer.
Or they just had a series of forms, right? So instead of one big form like they would do now out of steel, they had wood, and they just stacked that wood up on top of itself and filled it in.
Oh, I see.
And so that's the thing. And so this is something that I could see them actually being able to do back then. But that other bridge, I don't think so. You know, but even the steel work, I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but did they have angle iron back then? You know, I don't know. So we'll have to go find out.
Yeah.
Have to do the research.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay.
I like that great big fire pit.
Yeah, it's nice. Looks like it wouldn't be too hard to build.
No. Pretty straightforward.
Oh, there's a little trough.
Yeah. Weird, it looks like part of an old locker. It's got the latches on it or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's a pretty good repurposing of something.
Yeah. Pretty neat idea for the wildlife.
Or horses.
Or horsies.
Yep.
And the puppies that come.
Yep.
But the water, but it's empty. So, you know.
Well, you have the spigot, you just turn it on.
Yeah.
Did you see that distance marker when we were over here?
What distance marker?
Railroad Ave, it says cemetery.
Oh. No, because we walked across that way and I didn't see it.
See, you went that way, that's the end of the loop. This is the beginning.
So it's a 1/4 mile versus 3.3.
Well, 4/10 of a mile. That's all that's left of it. Oh, here we go.
Bunch of little plots. I know. What a beautiful resting place, though, really. When you think about it, like, it's pretty impressive. Wow, look at this one.
Yeah. Well,
Wonder who that was.
That one up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up here.
Huh?
I just want to come up here and see. Like, it's interesting. Some of them have wood over them.
They have what?
Wood over the whole area. And then rocks underneath it. I don't know. It's weird. There's another one over there in a gate.
Yeah. Some of these are pretty, like, I bet you that was one too.
Oh yeah.
Looks like little ones.
Little,
and
then, Someone took a lot of care. Oh, there's words on it. Mabel Elson, wife of B. McCullough, died February 8th, 1899. And then it sounds like something E-Church.
Huh. Well, here's one. The words are almost all off of it.
Okay, I'm on my way.
And some of these actually look like they've been, so there might actually be still living family members because, you know, and they come out here and,
Take care.
well, do something anyway.
Oh yeah, you can't really read it though.
No.
Can you
Something December, it's really hard to tell. You'd have to probably scratch that, but
see? Disease, something disease. Disease. Something disease.
that might be diocese, so I don't know.
diocese. Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because even though they're carved in, they're really, see, this says ANCHO on it. So even though they're carved, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. This one is Angel something.
But there's like, see, there's a bunch of them, like even over here.
Oh yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Uh-huh.
They're all over.
I know. I wonder who gets the gates.
What do you mean?
You know, the gates around their area.
Well, probably, this is probably a family plot.
Oh.
They paid to do all of that. And I think a lot of it just has to do with money, right?
Oh yeah.
But it looks like there's several in here.
Yeah, it does.
But you know, who knows? And somebody came around. You see these? I don't know what those are. What do you call those? Are the orchids or whatever? That fake flower right there?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
that-
what that is. But
Almost like a tulip or something.
no, it's not a tulip. But there, I saw those on several of them.
Me too. I was looking to see if there's a name over here.
And this looks like it was pretty elaborate at one time. Look, because you have these posts that look like they had, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. Wonder if they're still buried in there.
I'm sure.
Sometimes they take them out. You
Really?
know, move them, yeah. So people don't, you know, fuck with them or whatever.
Place to sit. You want to sit for a minute?
Sure.
All right. Turn this off. Okay, we're walking to the mill.
Yeah, I don't know how far away we are.
Well, we're coming up to a sign. Maybe it'll tell us.
Talking about
Fires.
Yep.
Oh.
Prescribed fire. So just shine it on there. Yep. They have a beaver. I haven't even seen a beaver. I definitely see cow tracks in here too.
Mm-hmm. Looks like something was built up there.
Yeah, this might be the old mill. I haven't been out here. But yeah, that's it.
Huh.
People
Wow,
have actually gone up there. I'm not going up there. Yeah, they do a lot of shit by hand too.
Wow. So impressive.
Yeah, and there
It
was
looks so neat the way the rocks are.
and there were several big structures around here. You had a lot of mines. You know, you had Tombstone, you had Charleston. Yeah, here's the sign.
Can you read it?
This rock wall was once the back wall. There's the picture of it. Back wall of a silver processing stamp mine. This was one of the seven mills along the San Pedro that supported 50 mines in Tombstone Hills. The ore bearing rock from the mines was loaded onto wagons and hauled to the mills by long mule teams. Most stamp mills were built against hills to use the force of gravity. Power was generated by falling water or steam. The stamps were metal rods that rose and fell continually until the ore was broken into powder. Water turned the mixture into a paste. Then mercury, also called quicksilver, was added, adhering to the silver to silver. The mixture was heated, causing the mercury to vaporize, leaving the extracted silver. Stamp mills usually had 10 or 15 stamps going at once, falling about 100 times per minute. The mills operated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the deafening noise could be heard for miles.
Wow.
Expected for water power. All work except for water power, all work was done by animals. Look at all the mules.
I know. It's like that. I zoomed in on it when you were talking about the...
That's crazy. Look at this. This is something.
It really is impressive.
Well, you saw the picture of that building. It was a big building.
Yeah, where was it?
Yeah, it was built up high. So this is like the foundation of it.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll climb up there because there's a path, but I'm not in the mood to do it today.
Okay. Pretty neat.
I'll go stand up against there for perspective.
Okay.
Well, you stay back there. How big this thing is.
Yeah. I know. Just gonna walk up a little closer. Is it a tunnel?
No, not a tunnel I'm going in. Pretty neat. Their little cement in between there, their mortar holding these rocks together.
Hundreds of years later.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Wow.
So, you want to go up to contention or you want to go back?
Let's just go back.
Okay.
I don't know, how far is contention?
I don't know, another...
How far have we come already?
Well, we're like 1.7 into a 3.3, so we're like about halfway, I think. If we were to go all the way around, it's the same distance. You gonna make it?
Oh yeah,
I
let's
need to
go.
call search and rescue. There's a bench here if you want to sit down.
Maybe just for a minute. My back's a little weak.
Okay.
Open mine shaft.
This is in Fairbank. Yeah, let me see.
Is that it?
See if we
Is it
had one of those.
recording?
Yeah. These are all over. So here. Yeah.
All right, we're going to.
Over here. Careful.
Just twisted my ankle.
Does it hurt?
Nope.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, there's something down there.
So this is San Pedro River. Don't get too close to the edge because it could be undermined and we could end up going down there. But see the cottonwoods? But look at that structure. I don't know what.
I see it.
So I don't know if that's part of an old bridge that went across.
Oh, that would
Probably
make
part
sense.
of the railroad, because the railroad I know goes. We haven't passed the railroad on this side, so the railroad at some point crosses and goes over there. So that might be some. No, I wouldn't go out there because this can all be undermined. So I don't know what that is. But the cottonwoods, then you can see the path of the river based on the cottonwoods.
Yeah.
But this was a big river at one time.
Definitely.
And but yeah, it's curious, the structures that are around. Pretty interesting.
Yeah. I'd love to be riding my horse down there.
Yeah, well, you can do that still. Anyway, unless something else comes up, we're probably good film. Or it might be a raven. So this is the bridge. We'll take a look at it from the top. And so
You think it's okay to walk on?
we're gonna see. So come over here. And so see this bridge? Like,
Here.
how would a bridge like this be erected in the 1800s? That would be if it's true, that would be a really neat sort of thing to investigate, because I mean that's a significant amount of material. So you would think that this is not the first bridge that was erected here.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You just have to watch where you step.
Yeah, you don't want to step in between. It was obviously on fire at one point.
Here, you want to do the video? Makes me nervous.
Well, I don't think we're gonna go all the way across. I'm not really interested in doing that.
Okay.
So, because I don't know how good this would. I'm sure it's good, but it's like I'm not really interested in doing that. So
Yeah.
let's go down.
Okay.
And
We'll
let's
go
walk
around.
along the bridge itself.
And then you can see the.
Yeah, this
structures,
to
yeah.
me looks more like modern architecture, something like, say, from the 50s, 60s, 70s, the 1900s. You need help?
No?
Okay, yeah, you're getting way closer to the edge with your sort of stumbling than I'm comfortable with. Okay. So, yeah, this looks more like something 20th century, not 19th. Can you walk down here?
Yeah,
If not, we can go over to another spot.
I can. I'm just going to turn.
There you go. So, yeah, this is not. So, it would be interesting to see what the original bridge was, because I don't think this is original. There's just too much here, like technology-wise. But you know, if you look at it, it looks like that concrete was poured with the same form setup
Yep.
as the original.
It does.
So, but I honestly don't think that they had the ability to move giant pieces of steel like that. I mean, what are those? Those are like, I don't know, probably 50, they're more than 50 feet, you know?
Yep.
And so that's it. So you want to walk over to the other side?
Yeah.
All right. Watch out for, rattlers. I don't know if we can get across the river flowing.
The water. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it might be a little deeper than you want to walk through.
Yeah, I think so, actually.
So, yeah, interesting. But that's definitely a more modern structure, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, the river, I don't feel like wading. I'm not going through there.
No.
So, anyway, yeah, that's the bridge. Fairbank, just about a half mile outside of 82. I wish there was a date on it. Sometimes they do that, but here, I'm gonna take a piss.
We don't want that in the video. We'll just come over here. Nice little creek flowing. Yeah, it might be.
All right.
I think we were standing right about there.
Yep. No, we weren't even that far on it. We were way down there.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the first pylon here, so we weren't even up to that. You can still smell the creosote from the beams. Yeah, pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's head back. This was all week. This was a short hike today.
That's okay. My legs are still a little sore from here.
Yeah, mine too. I just really It's just neat to me, all the giant structures that are like out in the middle of nowhere, you know, or what is now the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Because at some point this was a pretty big undertaking, you know, pretty neat. So, do you want to walk back on the railroad bed, or do you want to walk back on the trail?
Let's just walk on the trail.
Pretty neat. Find our way back to it.
Yeah, I thought I was going to need this jacket. It's hot now.
Should get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty significant. I'm pretty impressed by that.
It is pretty impressive.
There's how high the railroad bed is raised. So all the manpower that went into all that.
What